Howdy-ho, Andrew here. Welcome to the Onion Buns and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Oilers. I wanted to touch on an issue. We had the worst game of our franchise against the Avalanche where we lost 9-1, and I'll do a game recap later, but a lot of people, Stoffer and them, they're blaming the defense, and I don't think that's quite fair. And I'm not, trust me, I'm not sticking up for Bouchard or Stetcher or even Wallman when the last couple games. He had an excellent game tonight, but last couple games before that, he was not good. So I'm not sticking up for them when they play bad, but I don't think it's fair to blame the defense when there's far more logical targets. So what I wanted to say on that is, so what I wrote down is Stopper has decided that it's all the defense's fault, and he's completely focused on Wallman. Bitching about Wallman's pinches, but not a word about Bouchard. Listen, Wallman had two really tough games after they separated him from Nurse. He was not good with Kulak. But the worst defenseman this season on the Edmonton Oilers has been Evan Bouchard. Wallman made a couple of really poor pinches. And I'm not sticking up for him. I'm not covering for him. They were horrible decisions. But I also think focusing just on the defense is absolutely wrong, purely wrong. And I'm going to use the Avalanche game, our worst game in franchise history, as an example. So we had Nurse and Regula battling three Av players in front of our net. And to Nurse's and Regula's credit, they actually won and moved the three players out of the slot, which is what I've been screaming for our defense to do all season. But unfortunately, a fourth Av came in. Puck got passed over to him, and he beat Pickard and put it in for the goal. So we had four Avs down in around our net, around our slot area, while we had three forwards standing on the blue line watching, waiting for Nurse and Regula to magically win this battle and get them the puck so they'll have a fast break. That is the problem, because we've seen that problem many times, and you can't blame the defensemen when our forwards are not back checking. Like, come on, can we use a little bit of common sense here? Without that happening, our defense will look much worse than they really are because they're getting no support. And it's the same principle with Skinner and Pickard. When your team is leaving bona fide snipers in the slot uncovered, goalies are going to get scored on. We need these forwards, all of the forwards, to start back checking consistently.